Hello, welcome to Memory Art, and this is Jose. So today I want to share with you my process when it comes to drawing anime style characters. Alright, as always I'm gonna be using Clip Studio Paint, but the same approach can be taken using other softwares in the market. Alright. So the character that you are looking at right now, her name is Gillan, is a character that I created a while ago, and she's gonna help us to understand how to do step by step and how to take step by step this anime style character creation approach. So when we are in the rough sketch section, we will just want to make sure we don't want to think about details yet. What we want to do is to have an overall idea of what the poses the character is going to have, any sort of movement, also a general idea of the anatomy of the character, body proportions, but very generally speaking, you are just drawing right now, having a feeling. And if you're using any reference, of course, just making sure that the anatomy looks right. As you can see, no details about hair or clothes yet, and once you are done with this part, then we jump into the step number 2. On a different layer, we are going to be created another rough sketch, but this time it's going to be a little bit more detailed. So we also use this as an opportunity to improve certain things that we saw in the first sketch that didn't look very good or accurate. For example, in the first sketch I saw that the head of the character was too small compared to the rest of the body. So what I did, you just saw that I just made the size of the body a little bit smaller so it could look more accurate. It's all about body proportions in this particular time. So also please notice that I'm using a different color line, and this is just to make sure that I have everything organized, and I keep adding details on the muscles. Also, I'll start adding details on the clothes that the character is gonna wear. Alright, this pretty much will have all of the details that then I'm gonna start using on the next step. By the way, I love drawing basketball shoes, and this is what I'm going for with this character. I hope you can guess what is the main inspiration for the shoes I'm gonna draw on for this character. Step number 3 is this is gonna be the definitive line art for this character. You can do more than 2 rough sketches. I usually do 2, and then the third one is the definitive line art. So here there are 13 lines that we draw in the previous 2 sketches that are not going to be shown on this one. Their whole purpose was just to serve us as guidelines for the final line art. Alright, the next step is what I do is just create a gray color base layer, and basically I'm gonna clip all of the other layers after this to this one right here. Alright, so next step is adding the base colors. As the name implies, we are just gonna choose what color the character is gonna have. Colors of the hair color, the color of the outfit, including the basketball shoes. Alright, does anyone have any idea what shoes are those? And yeah, so this step, base colors. After this is when the magic is gonna start to happen. Next step is going to be the ambient light. So the ambient light for this character is going to be a light purple color that we put on top of all of the layers that have been created before, and then I start decreasing the opacity of this layer until I achieve the desired result. On this case, I decrease the opacity until from 100% to 29%. Alright, so the next step was supposed to be the key light, and it's actually the key light. But at this point I realized, you know what, I want to create a tattoo for my character. So that's what you are going to see right now. I start working on a really cool tattoo for her, for Gillan. So now we are on the key light step. You can use more than one key light. In this case I just use one, and this is going to be the main contrast with the ambient light, because with the key light this is when our characters start looking really alive. So I like this to use as an exercise for my mind, and I imagine lights coming from the under left side of the canvas. That's why, you know, I like to imagine the light coming from there, and just to process how it will affect all of the surface of the character. Alright? Finally, the same steps that I took for the character, I'm just gonna take the same steps for the katana, and that will be it. There you have it. So the final drawing is complete. Alright, take a look at that tattoo. To recap, then we'll start with the rough sketch. Step number 2, another rough sketch but a little bit more detail. In this very same step, we start thinking about the outfit that the character is gonna wear. Then we create the final line art. We use the gray base color. We're gonna clip all of the future layers on this one. Base colors. In part of the base colors, also the tattoo is part of this, and then we add the ambient light. Finally, we add the key light. So you can always add more steps to this if you want a more detailed drawing. Take for example this drawing about Kami. After adding the key lights, I added one layer of shadows, and after that another layer of the darkest shadow. So you can always do that, and you can even add 2 more layers of key lights. I'll talk about extra key lights in another video. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. For more videos like this, you can subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. If you like the video, click like, leave any comments if you wish, and I see you next time. Peace.